Okay, so I'm sure we all know what Quake 2 is, and I'm sure we all know that Quake 2 recently got a remaster back in 2023. But something that I think a lot of people, at least in the Quake fan base, who would care to know, probably don't know is that Quake 2 actually got remastered and ported to the Xbox 360 exclusively back in 2005 with the release of Quake 4. Now, the reason that I say that I don't think many people know about this is because there are two options in which you would actually know about this port. One, you were a first-person shooter super fan and you bought Quake 4 for the Xbox 360 on release and then played Quake 2 on this Xbox 360 bonus disc, because not every copy of Quake 4 actually came with this bonus disc. Or two, you are both a crossover in the retro gaming community collecting scene and the first-person shooter scene, which is someone like me who likes to collect retro video games and has a special interest in first-person shooters of the retro variety. Those are really the two cases in which I see someone actually knowing about this actively or actually actively caring about that. What I'm going over in this video is I'm going to show you a complete in-box tour of this version of Quake 4, and then I'm going to be hopping on over to the Xbox 360 and showing you guys some gameplay, giving you guys a little bit of overview. Quake 4. Did you mean Quake 2? Alright, so what we have here is something very special. This is the Quake 4 Xbox 360 physical release, complete in box, which is very different from the PC version that was released. Why is it different? It's still Quake 4. It's just that one game that kind of sort of runs on the Doom 3 engine. Well, if we look on the back here, it says also includes the making of Quake 4 and Quake 2, meaning that this is the only way you can play Quake 2 on the Xbox 360. Now, why is that impressive? Well, for one, the only other console ports of Quake 2 were the Nintendo 64 and the PlayStation 1, both of which being very stripped-back versions of Quake 2. The Xbox 360 actually has enough power to run Quake 4 in all of its entirety. Not Quake 4, I meant Quake 2. But it's even more special beyond that, because before there was Quake 2 Remaster on Steam by Night Dive Studios, we had the Quake 2 bonus disc remaster. Yes, that's right. The version of Quake 2 that is on this disc is a remastered exclusive version for the Xbox 360, meaning, ladies and gentlemen, that this is a piece of gaming history, and I paid just under $13 for it. So, complete in box tour here, we got the Quake 4 manual, which is surprisingly actually in color. I didn't expect that from a first-person shooter released by id, and what year was this? 2005. Wow, it had giant dicks back then. The thing that is really interesting here, however, is the Quake 2 manual, which is just a single slip of paper that shows you the controls and what everything is. You know, the bare essentials to play Quake 2. It was feeling very brave when they printed this. What's crazy is that if a release like this happened now in 2024, we wouldn't get either the manual or like the little slip of paper back here. Honestly, you wouldn't have even gotten the game. They would have said, physical games? No. Alright, I think it's time that we actually finally play this gem of a video game. Not this one, Quake 2. Alright, so here we are on the Xbox 360, this beautiful console. Probably my favorite console ever. And yeah, we have the Quake 2 bonus disc in. It doesn't have any, custom graphic. It just says play game. So I guess that's the only option we have, is to play the game. It'd be really funny if I was just like, you know what? In the video here, you're not even allowed to see Quake 2 remastered on the Xbox 360. Wow, okay, so it's like no intro, no credits, it's just straight into the interface? Okay, and right there, front and center, launch Quake 2. Okay, I'm kind of excited, boys. Let's look at it. I'm not really sure what to expect. I've never played Quake 2 Remastered on the Xbox 360. I only bought it so I could say that I own it, and wait, okay, no, it does not just drop you straight into the game. Jesus Christ, that is loud. I guess let's get all this underway. Let's see what Quake 2 Remastered looks like. Oh, look at that! We even get the little FMV for Quake 2. Can I skip it? I don't care. You know what they say about video game stories. They're about as important as stories are to porn. But yeah, so here we are in Quake 2 Xbox 360. I'll have some side-by-side comparisons of original Quake 2 and new Quake 2 up just to show you what the game looks like in this version compared to what it looks like in the other version. I can't really see any difference between this and the old Quake off the top of my head. I'm sure there's some because this is like a remastered version. What I will say that I notice is very odd is the control scheme. This is, how do you crouch? Okay, crouch is left stick. Why is it left stick? That seems really bad. Now, what I want to know is there still jibbing in Quake 2 for the Xbox 360? Yes, there is. They kept the jibs. Man, these joystick controls for this game are not it. I don't think there's any aim assist here. And let me tell you, boys, when it comes to controller aim, I need all the aim assist that I can get. The turning here is painfully slow, especially when you take into account that Quake 2 is supposed to be a high-octane, action-packed, first-person shooter video game where everything is just, fast. And it is not fast here. It is very slow. It almost feels like I'm playing, I don't know, what's a slow first-person shooter? This is Doom 3, if Doom 3 was released on Quake 2's engine. Were there any games that were released on Quake 2's engine other than Quake 2? I can't really think of any. Was Daikatana on Quake 2's engine? I don't know. Somebody in the comment section can tell me down below whether or not Daikatana was on the Quake 2 engine because, it's the internet. And if I'm wrong, there's going to be somebody there saying that, yeah, you're wrong. You're a dickhead. Fuck you. Okay, I didn't think that controller aim here would be as rancid as it is, and I did notice something when I was starting this game up. It defaulted me to the easy difficulty, and I have a sneaking suspicion that that's on purpose to accommodate for controller players here because, man, this game was obviously not meant for a control pad. Oh, there's a guy behind that box? What the hell? I did pick the medium skill. I did. I know, I'm not a true gamer. I should be playing on ultra hardcore, but I'm not. Ooh, what's back here? I don't know. I haven't played very much Quake 2 in my day. Basically, my extent of Quake 2 gameplay was half of the Quake 64 campaign and then Quake 2 Remastered for that one video that I did about 8 months ago at this point. And wow, look at that. I found a secret. That's pretty cool. It's very dark. I would like to find my secret. Ooh, what is this button? Okay, I don't think I can interact with it. No, there wasn't a secret? Okay, well, fuck me, I guess. No, that can't be it. There's got to be more than that, right? There's a conspicuous crack up here. I'm going to throw a grenade to see if I can blow a hole into the... Oh, I can! Look at that. Secret hunting. Oh. Okay, there was no secret to be found. Okay, well, damn it! I was already here. What is the other way? I never understood the hate for Quake 2 because the Quake 2 level design is very good. Like, I can't think of many other first-person shooters from this time period or even now that have such interconnected levels. Like, it's actually quite impressive. The level design here is it's on point. I'll say that. It's very good. It's immaculate even. Oh my god, I feel like the gun is shooting everywhere but what I'm aiming at. I'm switching back to the shotgun here. I don't know why I ever switched away from it. After you get the shotgun, the pistol is kind of useless. That's just how Quake 2 roll, I feel like that's a problem throughout the entirety of all the Quake games is once you get a new weapon, the old weapon kind of is just obsolete and you shouldn't use it anymore. That's probably intentional though, right? I don't know. Oh, but that Quake 2 soundtrack is actually pretty fucking baller. Listen to that. Oh, well, as I was starting to say, listen to it. It dropped to some less spicy notes. Ooh, look, it's picking up again. That's something that I'll always say that Quake 2 did impeccably was the soundtrack. The soundtrack in this game is top-notch, second to none. What sucks about this situation is that both of my Xbox 360 controllers have stick drift, one of them being the left stick and the other controller having drift on the right stick, so I can't even win in either situation. Like, I thought the controller that I'm using right now didn't have any drift, but it just has like a bad bumper. But no, both the sticks have stick drift. we're getting into the time period where the Xbox 360 controllers are actually just dying from normal use, which is so sad. And there's not really a good aftermarket version of the Xbox 360 controller. Like, all of the ones that I've bought and used are a billion jillion times worse than a bad official Xbox 360 controller. That could just be my experience in buying cheap Chinese knockoffs, but like, what other options are there for aftermarket Xbox 360 controllers? It's not like Hyperkin is making them, or maybe they are, I don't know. Luckily, most of the games that I would want to play on the Xbox 360 are backwards compatible for the Xbox One. That cannot be said, however, for the Quake 2 and Quake 4 on Xbox 360, oddly enough. Even though Prey 2008 is backwards compatible, this game is not. I mean, I'm not even really surprised that this bonus disc isn't backwards compatible. I'm surprised that Quake 4 isn't backwards compatible, because that's insane, right? Holy shit, what just happened there? I'm getting smushed. Okay, that's not my fault, and that wasn't even fair. Oh, look at that! This controller has drift on both the sticks. That's so cool. I'm so glad that my controllers work the way that they were intended to do. Oh, look at that! Man, I've about had enough of this Xbox 360 bullshit, man. Alright, thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you are new. In the future, I want to do some more videos like this in this style. I'm going to keep on doing the reviews, but I kind of want to mix things up. I want to have a bunch of different avenues of content, you know, because, I don't know, I don't want to be pigeonholed into one thing, and I'm more of like a gaming enthusiast than a game reviewer, so I feel like there's more that I can say in the moment than really analytically looking at something. But I'm not going to stop with the reviews, as I mean, I posted that Fable review and I'm working on a Dead Islands thing right now, so maybe expect those once a month, once a week. I can't really hold myself to anything right now, pretty busy with school and all that, but these pretty easy to produce. Just hop on the floor back there, show the game case, hop on camera, do an intro and an outro in the same take. Crazy, you know? I mean, you saw the intro like probably 7 or 8 minutes ago, and now you're seeing the outro now, real time for you, but little did you know, this is all one continuous 3-minute take. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.